How we doing? Good afternoon.
How you feeling?
Feel pretty good. Pretty good. Just getting ready for this another tough matchup.
How helpful were the 2 days of doing a regular 2 days off like you didn't
Yeah,
have?
it was helpful for me because I really needed to get healthy. Still working, still battling. Working through some things, but just pushing every day, and to have 2 days to be able to just rest and recover, work on my body was pretty good.
Have you been told it's a situation that's going to last a while and you're going to play through?
The goal is for it not to. So the recovery part of that is very important. But as of right now, it's still there.
In retrospect, do you feel like it affected you all in terms of like throwing or even just the not having your usual amount of reps going into that game Thursday night?
No, I wouldn't say that. As you can see, I mean, we were taking a few deep shots, especially early on, and I felt pretty good about it. So I wouldn't say that it affected me. I thought I was pretty much, obviously know I'm battling, dealing with it, but I don't think it affected me throwing-wise or playing-wise.
Can you tell us about your cleats up there?
Yeah, so My Cause My Cleats, this is for Seven Sunday Heroes, which is, something I've been doing, since my rookie year. It's for, underprivileged kids. Mainly we focus on youth in the community. We host kids to pretty much every single home game that we have, and just try to, develop a relationship with the community, continue to build, and try and help out as much as I can. Obviously, Seattle has been good to me, so I just want to return the favor, and this is, a part of that cause right here.
Well, it's not part of the cleats. You did a football camp at Nathan Hill High School.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. We had a football camp at Nathan Hill High School, as you said, and it was a great turnout. I think we had like 500 some kids, and it was just great to be in the community. See all the smiling faces, a lot of great fans. The kids had a great time. I had a great time, so it was a great event.
Who instilled in you that desire to get back?
Just started at home with my family, mother, grandmothers. My grandmother's been a pastor my entire life. She's dedicated her life to the community. So has my mother and pretty much everyone in my family. So my mom, she's always on me about that, about giving back. And, I feel like it's the least we can do as athletes, as people in this position. All the fans, they spend their hard-earned money to see us play, and, they come out and support us every chance they get. So it's a chance for us to be supportive of them as well.
The word identity has been used a lot this week by Pete, by DK. Where does team identity or offensive identity start this week?
Yeah, it starts up front, as always. It starts with our run game. It starts with the discipline, without the penalties, and, eliminating the penalties and going out and playing clean football. But it always starts up front. It starts with balance. It starts with being efficient in terms of the passing game. It starts with being a lot better on third down and in the red zone. And overall, just making plays, going out there, having a bunch of fun, and playing with our guys, and just, really just having fun together, locking in, and, doing whatever it takes to win.
You were really strong after the game, saying you believe in, your offense and the coaches and the play call and stuff like that. I guess what is it that kind of gives you that belief and faith and everything?
Yeah, I would just say tons of, film that we can go back and watch and see a number of times where we've been really successful and been really explosive, and we still got those same players and same coaches. And so I trust in our process. I believe in the players around me. I believe in the coaches. I believe in myself. And so for us, again, it just get back to doing what we do, which is playing good football, playing sound football, and knowing that we can execute. That's the reality, being confident in that. And I'll always remain confident in myself, but I'm, going to continue to preach that I'm even more confident in the guys around me, and I know that we all collectively can get it done. So that's where it lies.
Given the confidence that you do have in you guys on that side of the ball, how frustrating is it that this is a thing that's been ongoing for a few weeks? You guys haven't been able to find your stride.
I wouldn't say we haven't found our stride. I think it's been inconsistent. Just 2 weeks ago, I think passed for the most yards I've ever passed in my career. So, we just got to be better at being more consistent. And it starts with me, of course. I've got to be better overall. And so, man, I'm working my tail off trying to get that done. But, we know what we have inside this locker room. It doesn't always show up every single play, every single week. And that's something we got to work on and be better at. I mean, I don't have if I had the answer, we would have solved that a long time ago. But I think overall it's just the inconsistencies in our play, from a down-to-down, situation-to-situation standpoint. It's one or two plays here each and every game, one or two mistakes that cost us, and it's a game of inches, as they like to say. And so we got to make sure that every single time we go out there, we're on it. And we can't take any breaks. We can't relax. We can't be inconsistent. And it starts with me, like I always say.
It seems like when you're facing another top 5 defense, that margin for error is thin again on Thursday when you're talking about doing all of these things, right?
Of course. In the NFL, it's going to be like that. We're going to be faced with tough challenges every single week. You can expect that. You can look forward to that, actually. And so when going up against these, great teams, and again, I'll preach, we believe we have a great team. We just haven't found it yet. But when you're going up against these teams, like you said, it's important that you eliminate the mistakes, eliminate the errors, and not help them. We want to play clean football and let them make the mistakes. And, that's something that we've got to really, really lock in on.
You haven't taken off run this much this season as you did last year, but when you have run, it seems like it's been effective. There was a nice one in the red zone, the third quarter. Do you feel like there's more opportunity for you to do that?
Yeah, I've been, without, looking at the rush or without trying to, abandon my reads, I've been trying to find those areas in the game where I can steal some first downs and some yards here and there. I know that it is an emphasis for other defenses to keep me contained in the pocket, so they don't, try not to let me get out of the pocket as much. And so, I'm always trying to find that. That's important. The more I can run, use my legs, the more the defense has to, pay attention to that. So as much as I can, within the scheme of the offense, try to get out and get some yards.
The first play of the game, was that a design run?
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't a design run. It was actually designed maybe RPO, but just kind of had some yards right there. So thought I could get some yards and get as many as I thought.
Ron Bland has been on crazy tear with all of the pick sixes. That defense, and you have to keep your eyes on him in particular, just knowing he's kind of
he's he's on a heck of a tear. He's having a great year. He's a ball hawk. He's a guy who's every time he touches the ball, he's scoring points. So he scored 5 touchdowns for them. We know we got to be aware of where he is, as well as Gilmore. They got playmakers all over the field, though. Got to start with 11. Where's 11 in protection, and then being mindful of ball location and just the type of throws that we're making around those guys to make sure they don't get those opportunities.
Pete Carroll was saying you have to get the ball out more quickly, but he also said it wasn't just you, of course. There are a lot of factors that go into that. What could you see in your world in doing that?
Yeah, as you said, just processing and going through reads and getting the ball out to the design guy within rhythm of, the play and the offense. And Coach is right. I've been probably holding the ball a little bit too long to try and see guys open instead of what I normally do is to throw them open. So just trusting the guys, again, trusting myself, believing in, what we're doing and just getting the ball out and making sure that I'm, throwing it pretty accurately so the guys can make catches and make great plays because they're great players.
Is there the hesitation you're talking about, seeing them open, is that a coverage thing? Is that a protection thing? What's gotten you on that track? I
would say it's a little bit of all. It's a little bit of all. And, I think the thing is continue to rep it, continue to practice, continue to believe in it, and like I said, trust it and throw it and let the guys make the plays.
You mentioned number 11 for them. How unique is Parsons, the way they move him around, the different things he can do?
Yeah, he's a lot different than, we see a lot of great pass rushers pretty much every week. But the way they scheme with him, he'll be at middle linebacker at times. He's on the right side on the edge. He's at three tech. He'll be head up over the center at nose guard. He'll be on the left side on the edge. So it puts a lot of stress on your protection in terms of finding out where he is. And I think he does a great job, no matter where he's lined up, at creating pressure. So we'll have a plan for that. We'll always be alert of where he is. And, we'll do our best to make sure he doesn't impact the game as much as he has.
Like you guys got to run the ball more?
I think we got to run the ball effectively and efficiently. Whether that's more or less, that's determined by the coaches. But the key is to be balanced on offense. And in order to be balanced, you got to run the ball efficiently and effectively. And so I think that we're, for the most part, doing that. But at times, when the situation where you're behind, you're not going to run the ball as much as you would if, it was an even game or you're in the lead. So situations dictate that a lot. But, I would say in order to be balanced, we do have to run the ball a little better.
What's the key to finding the happy medium? Like Pete talks about wanting to get some like maybe Jackson, getting him the ball more, but then the tight ends the ball more, but then obviously you can't just get it to everybody all the time as much as you want. But what's sort of the key, I guess, to kind of trying to get everybody involved the way you want to?
Yeah, just throwing to the open guy. You know, that's really the key. You know, each one of those guys have opportunities to make plays, and for the most part, they make them. So for me, it's just trusting it, throwing to the open guy, no matter who that is, because we have a lot of weapons, and then relying on Shane and Coach Carroll to, you know, scheme it up for you know, each guy individually. So the key for me is just to play quarterback and let the defense dictate where the ball goes.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.